Morning everybody, my name is Lynn Ismael and welcome to my channel. It is April 23rd and it is Sunday. It's we're back to our normal weather because last week it was plus 27 Celsius and now it's 2 Celsius. So big of a drop, more seasonal. Anyway, if you haven't met my little partner here, my little gardening buddy, his name is Mr. Roo. Well, his real name is Norman, but we call him Mr. Roo because he was a street dog. They found that Cambridge Humane Society found him when he was a puppy. So he seems to like the name Mr. Roo, Mr. Street. Right, buddy? But yeah, he's very affectionate. Anyway, I just have a few things that needs to be done in the garden. And one of those things is planting some of the bare root plants that I ordered from Bessie's. Bessie's is a Canadian company. I think they're based on Halifax or Prince Edward. I think they're based in Halifax. But I haven't opened it up yet. I got this one earlier this week around Tuesday. It is now Sunday. So typically they want you to check just to make sure everything's good, but I didn't get to do that. So let's see what we have here. So just to remind myself what I bought, I got 2 types of dahlia tubers. I'm not gonna plant them right now. But I got Wizard of Oz and Blue Bayou, and then I have 2 types of bare plants. They are Majestic Montserrat Alstroemeria, and Cinnamon Fern. So let's check them out. Nice packaging there. I could use that. All right. Okay. So Cinnamon Fern. I have 3 clumps of cinnamon fern. And they're all right here. And okay, so it's got a frond already, one of them anyway. So at least I know it's alive. Let's see, can you focus, please, camera? Right there. So it's not too bad. I chose to buy cinnamon ferns this year because they are shade-loving, moisture-loving plants. And I do have a spot on our property where the water from the sump pump drains the water out, and that place is always moist, and sometimes when it rains too much, there's standing water over there. Right now, there's big trees lining that property that's maybe helping absorb that water, but I don't really want them to die. So I'm hoping to plant some things that will thrive in a moisture-rich environment, just to help absorb some of the excess water. So I got 3 of those. Oh, and this is the Alstroemeria. Wow, that's really small. Where is it? Oh, okay. Wow, that's really tiny. Right, so there's one long root there. Alstroemeria is also called Peruvian lily, and they are, at least this variety is hardy to zone 5, and I am typically a zone 6, so this one came off. Oh well, I'll put that back in here. They like well-drained soil, and I chose them because they gave that really bright purple flower. And because they're perennial, they'll keep coming back. I'm hoping that they will like this spot. Like I mentioned, we are in zone 6, but because we're right by the water, I think we're more to zone 7, although it has been quite mild this winter. I got 3 clumps of those. Where's the other one? This one. I just like to bite them in 3s, just so they look nice and landscape, because you see a little bit of a rhythm. And then I got the Blue Bayou Dahlia. I mean, I got some last year, but I didn't save the tubers properly, or didn't really slow down. So they're not that expensive. I'll just buy them, just bought them again. And then 3 tubers from Wizard of Oz. No, 3 tubers of the Wizard of Oz dahlias, and they're all right here. And it's a bit too early for me to buy them, or no, it's a bit too early for me to plant them, so I'll just leave it there for now. And what is this? Oh, fall. They're advertising for fall now. That's dangerous. Fine, yes, they're advertising for fall tulips. Now it's spring, so you can see where, I guess that's smart. You can see which parts of your garden could use more spring bulbs, so smart. I mean, they've been in business for like 50 years, 60 years, 40 years, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay, this one, they're not from Halifax, they're from Prince Edward Island. Anyway, I have to go to work. For transplanting bare root plants, I like to use the Root Rescue Mycorrhizal Solution. It's a Canadian company, and they have a variety of bacterial and fungal species that can form a symbiosis with your plants, so that the plants won't have to be fertilized in theory. The microbes that attach to your plant's roots, they will get the nutrients that the plant needs, and in turn, the plant will provide the microbes with the sugars that they will use. So win-win for both. Right, so I went ahead and dig the holes already, just so it's just much quicker to film if you already dug the holes. So I'll show you where I planted them. So I'm gonna plant the Alstroemerias here. The instruction from Bessie said it has to be about 50. Well, it's recommended if you're in zone 5, that it's 15 inches below. I'm in zone 6 and sometimes zone 7, so I think 8 inches should do fine. And I'll just have to make sure that I cover them in mulch in the winter. So it's one, second one here, and the next one with all my tools everywhere in my garden. And then for the cinnamon ferns, I'm gonna plant them under some conifers, mature conifers that are constantly moist. I'll show you around. So this is the problem spot. You can see you've got some mature conifers right there, so beautiful. I'd rather not have them die because the soil is constantly wet. Not even moist, constantly wet. So as you can see, that's our sump pump drain, and it just drained right now. And those holes you see right here, that's where I'm gonna be planting my cinnamon ferns. I already dug the holes. They will be constantly wet, and that's okay. They can deal with that. But I'm just afraid that this has been going on for maybe 20 years before we even got into this property, so I guess the trees don't mind, but it can't be good for the soil if it's constantly wet like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant all those now. That was the muddiest type of gardening job I've ever done. I hope it works. Guess we'll find out, but I'll show you what they look like. Not much to see because most of them are buried. Well, one of them is buried, and then the fronds are starting to come up, so I just made sure that it's just showing up. And the last one over there, that green noodles type of thing, it's right here. That's a frond. So hopefully that works. If not, oh well. Bessie should be having their sale in the next few weeks or so. So maybe if they don't do well, then I can buy a few more in a lower price if they're still available, and we can redo it. Also, on hindsight, I probably shouldn't have poured water on the Alstroemeria like I would typically do when I'm planting plants. Thinking about it now, the Alstroemeria roots look like tubers. It says on the Vessie's website to soak it in water in a few hours before planting. So that's what I did. But now I'm not sure. It wants well drained soil, and I just soaked it. It is going to be sunny today though. It's going to be in a sunny spot, so I'm going to keep an eye on it in the next few hours or so. But hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully it works. And then I'll have some Alstroemeria. Well, 2 out of 3 I soaked. So if I get 1 Alstroemeria plant from all of that, then at least it's better than 0. Of course, that's money wasted too. Oh well, just look at the bright side. I learned from this mistake. Well, we don't know yet if it's a mistake or not, but if it was a mistake, I learned from it, and I'm not going to do it again. So thank you for watching this video. I post every Thursday at 7 p.m. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you do so. It just helps other people find my channel, and maybe they'll find my information helpful. My mistakes helpful anyway. So till we see you again. Bye.